Let me take you on a journey back to a time when the world was at war, and the tiny island of Malta found itself caught in the middle of a struggle for survival. Today, we're standing by the Great Siege Bell in Valletta, but to truly understand the significance of this monument, we need to rewind the clock to the dark days of World War II. Picture this: it's 1940, and Europe is in turmoil. The Axis powers, led by Nazi Germany and Fascist Italy, are rapidly expanding their control across the continent. Malta, a small island in the central Mediterranean, suddenly becomes a focal point in this vast conflict. Its location is crucial. It's right in the middle of the sea lanes that the Allies need to control to keep supply routes open between Europe, North Africa, and the Middle East. But this strategic advantage also makes Malta a prime target for the Axis forces. Over the next 2 years, from 1940 to 1942, Malta would endure one of the most intense and prolonged sieges of the entire war. The Axis powers were determined to bomb the island into submission. Imagine living in a place where the air raid sirens became a daily soundtrack, where the skies were darkened by swarms of enemy bombers, and where the very ground beneath your feet shook with the impact of countless explosions. The Maltese people faced unimaginable hardship during this time. Supplies of food and medicine were perilously low, and the island's infrastructure was in ruins. People were forced to take shelter in underground tunnels and caves, spending long hours in darkness, waiting for the all-clear signal. Yet, despite the relentless bombardment and the severe shortages, the people of Malta refused to surrender. Their courage and resilience became a beacon of hope in a world engulfed by war. In recognition of this extraordinary bravery, something remarkable happened in 1942. King George VI of the United Kingdom awarded the George Cross, one of the highest honors for civilian bravery, not to an individual, but to the entire population of Malta. This was an unprecedented gesture, acknowledging the collective heroism of a nation under siege. To this day, the George Cross is displayed proudly on the Maltese flag, a lasting reminder of that dark yet defining chapter in Malta's history. Now, fast forward to the early 1990s. The war is long over, but the memories of those years still linger in the hearts and minds of the Maltese people. It's in this context that the Great Siege Bell was conceived. The bell was created as a monument to honor those who had lost their lives during the siege, both the soldiers who fought valiantly and the civilians who endured so much. The bell itself is a masterpiece of craftsmanship, cast in bronze and weighing over 10 tons. It was designed not just to be seen, but to be heard. Every day at noon, the bell rings out across the Grand Harbor, its deep, resonant tone echoing through the streets of Valletta. This daily tolling is a powerful ritual, a reminder of the sacrifices made and the resilience shown by the people of Malta during those harrowing years. The bell was inaugurated on May 29, 1992, by Queen Elizabeth II, a fitting tribute given the strong ties between Malta and the United Kingdom. The site chosen for the bell is also deeply symbolic. It stands on a bastion overlooking the Grand Harbor, one of the very spots that bore witness to the fierce battles and bombing raids during the war. From this vantage point, you can look out over the harbor and imagine the scenes of chaos and courage that once unfolded here. But the Great Siege Bell isn't just about remembering the past. It's also a testament to the enduring spirit of Malta and its people. Despite the devastation of the war, Malta rose from the ashes, rebuilding and moving forward while keeping the memory of those difficult years alive. The bell serves as a bridge between the past and the present, a way of connecting today's generation with the stories of those who came before. As you stand here, listening to the toll of the bell and gazing out over the harbor, you're not just a tourist at a historic site, you're part of a story that spans generations. The Great Siege Bell is a reminder that history is not just something to be read in books. It's a living, breathing part of the world around us. It's a call to remember the lessons of the past and to honor the resilience and courage that define the human spirit. So, next time you find yourself in Valletta, take a moment to visit the Great Siege Bell. Stand beneath its towering frame, listen to its solemn toll, and remember the story of Malta's story of survival, of courage, and of a people who refused to be broken.